Hi everybody, I'm Trish Christ. In this episode of Our Nashville, NECAT and our super crew of teenagers spend some time with Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee. President and CEO Eugenia Clark and her team are going to show and tell us all the cool things they do in our community.
Trish, we could not be more excited to have you all join us today. We have a wonderful team here that makes it happen all over Middle Tennessee. So come on in, let's meet some staff, some girls, and some volunteers.
Awesome, show me.
It's our Nashville.
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 We all know how to talk about our organization during meetings, but what about the chance encounter of a lifetime? You never know who may share your next elevator, notice your logo on a notebook or a tote bag, and ask what you do. What's the clearest, most persuasive thing you can say in a short elevator ride?
That every time you see a girl, you see the future. Commit to Girl Scouts. I just think that's hugely important. And because our society now needs everyone functioning and operating at the highest level possible. We are a country that all eyes turn to us when it comes to the framework of leadership, the framework of innovation, the framework of compassion, the framework of giving. So when you see a girl, you see the future and you see Girl Scouts, because those are the frameworks that we're contributing to, and you want to make sure those frameworks continue to lift this country up today, tomorrow, and into the future.
So I know there are few people on the planet, at least in the Western world, who don't understand the concept of Girl Scouts. We pretty much get it. But what we don't know necessarily is the origins. Who do we have to thank for the creation and founding of the concept that is today known as the Girl Scouts?
Yeah, you know, we're really fortunate that we are here in Middle Tennessee. We are part of a national brand, Girl Scouts of the USA, and that brand is over 100 years old. The founder was an amazing, trailblazing woman by the name of Juliette Gordon Lowe. And when she heard of the Boy Scouts, she thought, oh my, this idea is equally as good and great for girls. So literally about a year after the Boy Scouts made themselves known here in the U.S., Juliette Gordon Lowe launched the Girl Scouts. And the birthplace for that launching is in Savannah, Georgia.
Close to home.
Not far at all. So you will find here from the Middle Tennessee area, lots of girls make the journey to the birthplace of Girl Scouts in Savannah, Georgia on an annual basis. Basically to see where the whole idea started, to learn more about this amazing woman and her belief that girls can do anything.
She wasn't wrong.
Yeah, and that was over 100 years ago
right.
that she believed that. And we're still helping that vision become a reality here in Middle Tennessee.
Similarly, I think we all grasp the basic purpose of the Girl Scouts, but let's break it down and talk about it. What exactly does Girl Scouts exist to do for young people?
So Girl Scouts prepares girls to be leaders within their community. The pillars and the foundation of that are based on us being able to help girls become more courageous, become more confident, be clear on what their character stands for, and then with all of those in place, they can in turn make significant contributions in their community, and particularly in the area of service. So Girl Scouting is a pillar of confidence, courage, and character, and making our communities a better place. And what we do here in Middle Tennessee is we work with a program model that's age specific, and that's also progressive as girls get older. and train an amazing team of adult volunteers. And these adult volunteers, they get their trainings, they get their materials, and then they in turn work directly with the girls and help us build upon that foundation. So it's really, I would have to say, it's an amazing thing to watch. I remember personally as a Girl Scout how wonderful it was to meet with my troop and to have amazing ladies come in and talk to us about the program and help us experience the program, and then to take it a step further to say, now these are some things you can do to make a difference in your community. Then later on to become a troop leader and to have that experience, to try to give back what had been given to me, is really exciting. So that is, I think, is the beauty of the history that's already 100 years old, but looking at how it's also still perpetuating and taking us into the future.
Let's talk about what a girl might learn through the Girl Scouts.
So, you know, in Girl Scouting, there's more than one way of learning and experiencing. Here in Middle Tennessee, one of the key elements of our program experience are the outdoors. We have phenomenal outdoor programs and experiences for girls. It's amazing how much you can learn about yourself and your self-awareness by being detached from tools and technology and becoming self-reliant on yourself to learn the skills in the outdoors. So we have phenomenal outdoor skills programs, whether it's a high ropes course or a low ropes course, or it's, you know, climbing, rappelling, canoeing, archery.
Wow.
The list, tree climbing, I mean, the list goes on and on and on. We have an exhaustive menu of phenomenal outdoor programs for girls, including the experience of starting a campfire and roasting marshmallows and having s'mores around the campfire. So we have the adventure side as well as just the outdoor experience that any child can have.
My name is Carol Coates, and I'm the equestrian manager for Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee. There are a lot of things that girls can learn at this camp. We have horses and adventure program, so really the whole program, even though they're learning skills like horseback riding, they're also learning confidence and learning to try new things. It's really great for building self-esteem because they get over maybe a fear by being part of the program. We have, our horse program is a progressive instruction program, which means that they can start with nothing, but if they stick with it and do a lot of different activities, they will actually have some horse skills that they can use later in life. We have a lot of workshops also that help girls learn other kinds of horsemanship skills, which would include taking care of a horse. So they learn how to groom. Even our youngest girls learn about grooming, about safety around horses, how to make good decisions about being safe. We have workshops that they earn badges, and those workshops are centered around skills such as learning how to tack a horse or put a saddle on, how to lead a horse. Some of our girls come from pretty far away, so they might have gotten up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get here in time to volunteer. So they learn about work ethic. They learn about being responsible because although they're always supervised by adults, we do, as they're ready, give them a little bit more responsibility each time as they learn more. So they learn about responsibility, and they learn about just giving of their time to give someone else a really positive experience and share what really makes them happy. So it's a really great program, and they learn leadership as well as horse skills.
Then we have the program that most of your viewers are extremely familiar with, and that's the annual cookie program. To me, that is one of the most fascinating programs to watch in action. Girls and their families partner, they reach into the community to see if there are any individuals who would like to purchase Girl Scout cookies. With that commitment to purchase the cookies, then the girls within their troops can then decide how do they want to use the proceeds from this program. They learn to plan a budget. They learn to make decisions about how those funds can be used. If they don't make their goal, there's a shift in plan and strategy. So there's financial literacy associated with that. There's salesmanship associated with that. And then the ability for them to take that and to watch a goal for themselves come to fruition is a really important part of the program.
My name is Jamie Young, and I'm with Girl Scout Troop 605, and we are here for Camporee at Camp Sycamore Hills. It is everything from teaching the girls how to be little sales ladies. It is educating the parents about their responsibilities. It is helping the girls to set their goals. And for our troop, we set 3 tiers of goals. What do they want to earn money for? So that is 1 donation to a nonprofit, and they choose the thing that they're interested in donating to every year. What is the 1 Girl Scout sponsored activity that they want to do? And then what is the just for fun activity? So last year, we donated to the Vanderbilt Children's Hospital. We donated games and books and movies and toys. And we came and did ponies and pals here at Camp Sycamore. And then our just for fun was a roller skating party. And then this year they have chosen they wanted to support horses, like very horse themed. And I found a program called Saddle Up in Franklin that does therapeutic programs for kids with disabilities. And so we're going to donate horse food and horse rain jackets and feed bowls and whatever they ask for. And then we paid for the girls to come to Camporee. So this is their first camping experience. And we did that using cookie funds. And then they're just for fun, they want to do a swimming party this summer.
Let's talk about some different experiences. I know you have a wide variety of camps and workshops, and I had the pleasure, I got to visit, I think it's a pilot group of young entrepreneurs, and talk about pitching ideas and so forth.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
What are some modern things that happen with you guys?
They're so funny. I feel like we're always doing something modern, but we're most excited about the Entrepreneur Center for Girls. So the purpose of bringing that into a single gender setting is to give girls that experience of thriving in a space of creativity. And our desire is that we know here in the Middle Tennessee market, there are thousands of girls with amazing ideas. They just need a place, a safe place, where their voice will matter, and they can craft that idea and potentially turn it into something big.
My name is Sadie Short, and I am with Troop 104. I've been a Girl Scout this will be my 10th year. We just started up the Entrepreneur Center, and I was one of the first girls to start that up, and it was called an entrepreneur internship, and we just listened to like all the women in Nashville just talk about how they started a business, and we like planned our business. My business was creating sunscreen wipes, and we just started with that and just built on from that. I've learned how to like plan a business basically, and like what not like profits and stuff like that, and how like you should plan for a profit and how not to plan for a profit and things like that. And I've met with like other business women in Nashville, and we've talked to them about like how they got started up and how they could help us get started up if we wanted to ever become a businesswoman in the future.
My name is Taylor Timms, and I'm with Girl Scout Troop 104. So I received a silver award, which is a really big deal. You have to do a project to help your community in some way and like give back, and I got that like a year or so ago. I read to animals at shelters, like dogs, because it helps them like relieve stress and it helps calm them down. So I went into shelters and I would read to the dogs for a while. I've learned a lot actually, because like we have younger girls in the troop, so you learn a lot about how to be like a good role model and leader when it comes to them, because you want them to like grow up knowing how to be a nice person and everything. So you really learn to teach them how to do that. And I've learned like a bunch of other skills from doing things like cookie sales and projects. So you learn to just give back to your community and be a good person.
Am I correct that I saw an Eugenia Clark Gold Scholarship opportunity in the world?
Yes, you did.
Tell me what that is.
Well, what it is that the Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee, we have just the utmost admiration and pride for these young ladies who take the Girl Scout experience to another level. By the time a young girl has achieved the Gold Award, the number of hours she's committed to herself, the number of hours that she's committed to her community, and to leave behind a legacy project within her community is awe-inspiring. Once a year we bring them all together and we recognize them for this award. So the Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee know that these young girls with their gold awards are now getting ready to make the next big leap. And for them, that's into higher education. So with that, we thought, wouldn't it be wonderful if we can give them some support along the way? So with that, we established a scholarship. The board of the Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee established a scholarship, and every year I think it gives them great joy to scholarship young girls on into college.
I am Ellie Hildebrand, and I am from Troop 1131. I won the Gold Award last year. I made a traveling history trunk about local history with our local library, which is the Brentwood Library, about the Battle of Brentwood and WSM Tower. And I collected artifacts and education material and I combined them into a trunk that can be checked out from our library. Once you've completed your Gold Award, you are eligible for the Eugenia Clark Gold Award Leadership Scholarship. And I received that this year for my college next year. Girl Scouts has just provided me with outdoor survival skills and business skills and all sorts of other communication skills and all sorts of things that I will need going on in life. People always think Girl Scouts is just camping, which, yeah, it kind of is a lot of camping, but it can be more than that. And this is my last time on this camp, and I just love it here.
My name is Jasmine Quattlebaum. I'm the troop leader for the Antioch Service Unit, Troop 1443. And we are here today because we are hosting our camporee. The responsibility of a troop leader, I feel ultimately, is to make sure that the girls have what they need to be successful in life. And so that is a major responsibility that a lot of people don't necessarily like to take, but I love it. I have the ability to inspire girls for them to actually have the opportunity to be the best that they can be, and to also push them so that they can understand that they are definitely more than what they probably think that they are. It is important, more specifically for her, because she can learn how to deal with other girls. And so in society, you know, there's a tendency to pit females together, you know, off on each other, and there's always bitter rivalries. And being a part of Girl Scouts allows them to learn how to work with other girls, to know that it's okay to be friends with other girls, to support other girls, even if maybe they have done something that you want to do and they've reached or accomplished that goal. It is okay to cheer them on, and it's okay to encourage them and to be inspired by them so that then you can reach your goal. And so I think that is what's most important for my daughter to learn being a Girl Scout.
My name is Sophia, and the troop I am in is 605.
My name is Kaden, and I'm 9 years old, and I'm in troop 1443.
Okay, my name is Kennedy, and I'm 9 years old.
My name is Clarissa, and I'm 10 years old. We're at Sycamore Hills.
This weekend we've been doing camporee at Sycamore Hills.
We do meetings, Girl Scout law, and promise.
So the ones I've done so far, we've done a trail ride with horses.
Well, we get to do very fun stuff like skating.
We help the nursing home people play bingo.
And we've gone to do archery and tie-dye.
We get to do rewards, and we get to have parties sometimes.
We go to camporee together.
I really like the trail ride.
I went trail riding. I did tie-dye. My hands. We've done ponies and pals, which we get to groom them and ride them.
I think it's very fun to have my mom being a troop leader, being there with me when I'm at Girl Scouts.
She's like a really great troop leader for like my whole troop and for the kids in my troop and me.
I think they should know that Girl Scouts is super fun and they should join them.
Sometimes you get to sell cookies with your, just with yourself. Sometimes you get to sell it with your troop, and it's very fun to sell cookies with other people.
I made a lot of friends through Girl Scouts because in Girl Scouts we're constantly doing stuff together and we're constantly being a team.
Well, my name is Shamika Duncan, and I currently serve as a service unit manager, so that makes me in charge of troops in the Antioch, Tennessee area. The difference between a service unit manager and a troop leader is it's just another level above. So you're in charge of more than just your own troop. So you are the go-between for troop leaders in a particular area. So Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee is broken down into several different service units. So I just happen to be, my troop is in Antioch, so I am now the service unit manager for the Antioch area. Well, I think one important thing for us as troop leaders to pass on is a love of self. In a society today where, women are defiled and, girls have low self-esteem, it's important that you've got troop leaders that know who they are and want to pass that on to those girls. A love of service is another thing that I think is very important because if we don't teach these girls how to be beyond themselves, then they won't know. So, and to, have some compassion for, their fellow man, as well as living, by the Girl Scout law. It's all right there for them. So, those are life skills. So we can take each one, every day in any situation. And if we are living by that and they see us living by that, I think that goes a long way for them to remember it and live by it themselves.
My name is Sue Timms, and I am Director of Customer Engagement and Enrichment. And what that entails is the retail area, which is called the Cabin, and it also includes product program, which is our cookie and fall product sales, and anything to do with the volunteers to help make their meetings easier, their relations easier with them. The Cabin is our retail shop, and that is where you can get your uniform pieces, your vests, your sashes, your insignia tabs, which are the council IDs. We have the troop numbers, of course, and the flags. Plus the girls can get badges that they've earned, fun patches, and the fun patches are great because the troop leader can determine what the girls have to do to earn a fun patch. Badges have specific goals set up for them, and we also have great items. We have our t-shirt lines and we have hoodies, and we're very proud to be Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee, so we do have clothing items with all that on there, and they can get everything from hoodies all the way down to numbers.
You know that PEG stations like NECAT can't by law solicit funds on behalf of other nonprofits, and certainly every nonprofit needs funding to exist. But what could a viewer who's watching right now who is re-inspired around the Girl Scouts do to further your endeavors? What do you need from the community?
So what we need from the community are more people to step up and say, yes, I want to be a part of this. Moms, dads, aunts, uncles, caregivers, we need you to step up and say yes. Say yes that you're willing to volunteer at the troop level. Say yes that you're willing to come help us distribute the Girl Scout cookies to families and girls in the community. There's a list of ways to say yes if you like to be a giver of time. And this organization's success is dependent on those who say, yes, I'll give my time.
So I can't wait to do this part with you.
Oh boy.
It's my favorite part.
Oh,
it's
my.
the speed round.
Okay. Okay.
Your girls have to play this game all the time,
Okay.
the stream of consciousness stuff. So I'm going to ask you a question, and the first answer that comes to mind, just let it fly, and we'll jump on to the next one.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Speed round with Eugenia Clark. True or false?
Okay.
There are presently more than 1.8 million Girl Scouts and more than 800 8,000 adult volunteers.
True.
What word do you say more than any other word at work?
Great job.
Oh, nice. At an average of 32 cookies per box, how many Thin Mints can you eat in one sitting?
2 boxes.
If you could go back in time, what would you tell your 8-year-old self?
Stay in Girl Scouts till you get your gold award.
What's the best thing about your job?
The fact that I have it is such a blessing.
What's the hardest thing to get a young person to understand?
Oh, that their future is bright. Don't get burdened by the stuff.
So true. That's hard to get a middle-aged person to understand.
That is so true.
And last of all, my friend, what's your website?
www.gsmidtn.org.
Thank you, Eugenia.
Thank you. The pleasure was
It was
mine.
great.
Good to
Great.
see you.